Internet, hello and welcome to OKLCS Summer 2018 Platinum Capped Week 10. This is going to be the final week of Platinum Capped and the final stream of the regular season for OKLCS Summer. I'm Alex HNA22, joined by Jack. Jack loves lamp counts. We're going to bring you the one Platinum Capped series from Week 10. It is going to be between OU Platinum and Oklahoma Platinum Rush. Now, coming into this match, I'm not sure actually if this match even matters in terms of standings.
Not too much, no.
Okay, well, let's take a look. So coming into this match, OU are 9-0. OU are
OGR are 9-0.
OGR are 9-0. OU are 6-3, which at the end of everything will put them a game behind GSM, who win by default this week,
yes.
Because they're 7-3. How did those two teams match up in the regular season? OU versus GSM. GSM 2-0'd OU in week 8. In week 3, OU 2-1 GSM. So
I guess slight edge to GSM, in the grand scheme of things.
Actually, at the end of the day, this won't affect standings whatsoever.
No,
going
nothing
into
could
playoffs.
Possibly change standings because, yes, in the head-to-head matchup, GSM is one win over OU. So this is just kind of...
This is more for,
prep.
Morale and to see if they could possibly deny OGR the perfect split.
There's a lot you could do to prep for playoffs here beyond just practicing for your own team. You could try to, in these 2 to 3 games, try to train the opponent to expect some certain strategy or picks, and then just be saving your secret stuff, for those finals.
Yeah. Goody. In any case, OGR going for the perfect split. We've already had that in gold. Eyes low with the 11-0 ending record for the regular season. They are looking strong going into playoffs for gold. We'll go ahead and jump into game number 1. OU on the blue side up against OGR on the red side. See which team will come out on top.
All right, so we do see a little bit of the... it's not super new anymore, but a bit of the new meta. We've got Ziggs down in the bot lane. And over on the other side, we do have Jin, which is, kind of your typical AD carry pick for the most part. Although he does have a Fiddlesticks support.
Yeah, he also has Doran's Ring start for the Jin. The Hail of Blades keystone that we've been seeing a little bit more of as the patch continues to develop its meta.
So on Jin, the way that his passive works, does the attack speed actually speed up his attacks, or does it just increase?
It adds AD.
Yes, I was going to say, or does it just add into that damage that he does based on crit and attack speed and whatnot?
Okay, so by technicality, yes, it gives him attack speed, but it doesn't speed up how fast he throws out the attacks. The attack speed is immediately converted into AD by his passive, and he hits a little bit harder. Or a lot harder.
Or a lot harder, yeah. I mean, as the game goes on, it really becomes quite a huge amount, especially with how big of an attack speed buff Hail of Blades is for those first 3 auto attacks. And so he just gets to pop, and then 4th shot for even more damage. So quite a huge amount of damage in those first 4 autos from Jin.
First 4 autos? You mean all 4 of the autos that he has in his barrel?
Yes, exactly. It's just it works out pretty well for him. So I can see why you'd like taking that Hail of Blades.
He's also both of the, quote unquote AD. The bot laners have taken teleport,
quote unquote AD. Do you think that they're going to stick with this? Stick with just leaving bot lane kind of open to anything, like things like Sages and...
So, in my opinion, I think that having bot lane be this open is a good thing. What I think is bad that came out recently from the patches is the funnel strats, which is lame and no one likes it.
Funnel strats are a little bit lame and no one likes it. I mean, it's not something that you see too much in solo queue, but it's the kind of thing that inspires flaming in solo queue.
Yeah.
Like, don't you know how to win a game? Especially as you start to get higher and higher in elo. Like, what are you doing? That's not funneling.
So yeah, Dr. Giggles on the Zoe pick. We've seen a lot of good Zoe play out of Dr. Giggles and a lot of mid laners in the OKLCS in general.
Yeah, was Dr. Giggles the one who got a Penta earlier this season?
I don't remember, to be perfectly honest with you.
Somebody got a Zoe Penta. It might have been him.
There was like a week of OKLCS this season where there were like 4 Pentas across all 3 divisions.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to keep track with who got what. Sometimes if you just have like that one Pinta, you can just it sticks in your mind. But when there starts to be a lot of them, it loses how special it is a little bit.
Plus, yeah, plus there's a lot of people who play Zoe now. Good light binding, but a Sleepy Trouble Bubble coming out from Dr. Giggles. Is he gonna have the paddle start? Not the cooldown necessary. He was trying to wait to get it for the damage amp on the Sleepy Trouble Bubble at the end. Just has to hit him with an auto attack.
All right, Piplup getting to pick up a bit of free gold, just throws out those crows, bounce straight to champions, gets the free spell thief procs. As long as he's careful about not getting any last hits, that should stay pretty easy for him.
Light binding gonna land onto Dr. Giggles. This time sidestepping the Sleepy Trouble Bubble will not find an auto attack to proc the passive.
I'm surprised that we're not seeing a little bit more aggression out of Sir Dustball. I know that. Oh, okay. Well, I thought he was going in, but never mind.
Water Bear gonna come in, just put down the unspeakable horror. It's not gonna mean. Oh well, it will mean a fear and a light binding landing, but again, no auto attack coming out of Skolden means he will not get the extra damage out of the passive.
But yeah, no, I'm surprised he's not playing a little more aggressively. Vladimir's not he's decent against tanks early game because he has the poke and sustain necessary to stay, competitive against a tank. But against someone like Renekton, there should be a lot of kill pressure there. But Sir Dustball's getting pretty poked out. Not really going in on this Vlad, who has no escapes and not that high of DPS or burst
or
right now.
Tankiness.
Or any, very weak right now against a champion
die.
like that. Little surprised Renekton's not playing a little more aggressively, especially because, we both know that
Ignopius fighting on against Water Bear. There's the unspeakable horror. It's going to be a flash over the wall from Ignopius as he's bullied out of his own jungle. And actually, Shroombear popping the Predator is going to go with the Sanguine Pool. No flash. He flashes over the Blast Cone. Is he going to get it? No, Ignopius able to make it back into his own base.
Whew, that was close. Dustball hanging out here in the bush. He's
going to try and catch onto Shroombear on his way in.
He's in trouble, though. He's in a 2v1.
He's going to have to slice over the wall there. We'll take a little bit of damage, but put down some onto Shroombear.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty substantial amount of damage onto Shroombear for only it didn't even look like he autoed. It looked just like WQ.
It was auto W.
You did auto W?
Yeah.
Okay, it was quick.
Dark Binding
Yeah,
gonna land onto
be winning
Piplup.
those trades up there against Vlad. He's content to farm. He does have a slight CS lead, so good for him.
Shroombear with the Predator, as his keystone started with the boots, so he's able to run in, get onto Ignopius, force him back. Another Dark Binding on land as Dustball goes aggressive into Shroombear, gets that press the attack off, and he's got no flash. He flashed onto the Blast Cone, so he has to use the Sanguine Pool. Black Shield from Hayabusa will just be used to absorb some magic damage.
Yeah, aside from that little jungle skirmish and a little bit of skirmishing in the mid lane whenever the junglers come around. Not too much action so
flash!
far. Oh my goodness!
And that's
there
first
it is.
blood. Sir Dustball gets onto Shroombear. It's what you were expecting.
Yeah.
The Renekton going aggressive.
I guess there's something too playing a little bit past. Oh wait, here comes the jungler.
Yeah, it's not going to be anything except for a Dark Binding from Hayabusa landing onto Piplup. Ignopius wanders around kind of uselessly for a little bit there, throws down a Pillar of Ice or moral support. He couldn't decide if he wanted to come in for this gank or not. He's like, oh, look, I'm going to gank him. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, that Dark Binding landed. Oh, it's over. I'm gone now.
And Dustball, by not trading, he does eventually end up with a lane opponent who's doesn't know what to expect out of his opponent's damage. He hasn't been taking trades. You don't really get to see what abilities do what in your health bar, so you can sort of predict how the next fight will go. And then after not trading with his opponent for such a long time, just pops in, flashes immediately as soon as he hits 6, and just lets loose on Shroombear and picks up first blood. So good timed aggression.
Yeah,
good timed aggression.
Yeah, a lot of that also. Shroombear, because of that early roam into the enemy jungle, trying to pick up Ignopius, he had no flash. He missed out on some CS, which means he was down in EXP. Now this is really forced out of Shroombear. I don't think this teleport is going to mean anything, but he completes it anyway.
Completed it.
What?
Yeah, just a little bit of a mistake. Maybe you gotta, as a top laner, you gotta be willing to cancel that F, because it's not just adding 100 seconds of cooldown to your teleport.
You also have to run back.
Yeah, it's now placing you bot lane where there's not much for you to do. I mean, I could see if you go through with it, if you're just like, all
Oh,
right,
he's gonna
the
fight
jungler.
here. They've got the 2v1. There's no teleport available for Shroom Bear, and that means Water Bear is gonna go down.
Sir Dustball showing a lot of mastery of these combos.
Oh, that's a good light binding and land from Skolden. Final Spark. He's gonna hold on to it for now.
Yeah, showing a lot of mastery of those combos. They all are starting to look really smooth. I'm not even seeing the autos sometimes because he's doing it so quickly. A lot of experience on the champion. We've seen him play
And that was
Renekton a lot in the past.
really quite bad out of Water Bear. You have to know that your top laner just used his teleport bot. He's nowhere near that blue buff to help you. And you know, because Sir Dustball is not top lane, that he is going to come down and help Ignopius kill you. Just really not the best contest out of Water Bear there. Just really ought to give that blue buff up that time.
Yeah, down in the bot lane when we saw that teleport happen, the only reason that you should ever like go ahead and just complete it anyway is if your team, it's your team strategy at that time to, no matter what, we're going into this tower. We're taking this tower.
Here. There's the exhaust and the Pillar of Ice coming out. Flash forward from Dr. Giggles. Ignite is down, and Skolden will fall.
Nice kill from Dr. Giggles. But you can only do that if you're like, all right, we're walking under this tower. We have our jungler coming. We're going to take them out.
Sir Dustball is going to get the
that
stun off onto
situation.
Shroom Bear. That's a
Wow!
lot of damage.
That's the
Sanguine
attack.
Pool.
Ouch.
Use the Sanguine Pool early. Then Sir Dustball just follows him, waits for him to pop back up, stuns him, and then culls the Meek. He's going to possibly go for a dive here. They've both got their ultimates, but that Dominus a little bit more effective in the early dives.
The pool's
There's
not
no
up yet.
Sanguine Pool. Sir Dustball will go in. Doesn't even pop the Dominus. Slice and dice out.
That pool wasn't going to be up for another 5 seconds by the time he died.
And
so
no
8
respect
seconds
coming out of
started.
Shroom Bear. Here's the
Uh-oh.
Dominus Sir Dustball. He's going to look for the 1v1 on the Water Bear. He's used that spell shield, but it's too early. The fear comes out, but Dustball definitely has the better end of this one. Slice and dice Sir Dustball on a rampage.
Wow, Flash comes out from Water Bear as well. And it's still going to be the kill for Sir Dustball.
There was absolutely no way that Water Bear wins that one.
No, not
I don't
against
think
this
he should
Renekton
never
will.
have tried. It's a level 6 Nocturne with no ultimate
Here
against
comes
a
the ultimate
level
for
8
Piplup.
Crowstorm comes out, but it's not going to get a whole lot of meaningful damage. Hayabusa running away, and Mega Inferno Bomb flashed over by Lotus. The Summoner heal comes out from Hayabusa, and he'll flash over the wall as well.
All right, Sir Dustball just going to ignore Shroom Bear entirely. Shroom Bear only has upgraded CDR boots and a Hextech Revolver. Not very many combat stats.
Piplup gonna go for the fear
here
here,
comes
but
Dr.
here comes Dr.
Giggles.
Giggles. Paddlestar not gonna land, but the CV Trump bubble, and around the back line, there is Ignopius. He pops the Subjugate, but it looks like he's gonna live. There goes a lot. Water Bear flies in, but they were able to survive. Piplup sidestepping the Dark Binding. There's a fear. The Curtain Call. Silences comes up. Hayabusa's gotta dodge around, and Dr. Giggles gonna flash forward. He misses the last shot, as well as the final spark, but they will find an auto attack from Water Bear. Hayabusa will fall. Piplup throws out another fear, and Dr. Giggles running for his life, but Lotus is too close. Ignopius walks up and bites him for the
see
kill.
what OU was going for there. While they did come out on the bad end of that, they actually were very close to pulling it off. But I think Water Bear and Lotus just were not... Water Bear's Q could have picked up the kill. Lotus's ult could have picked up the kill. But because of how long it took them to get the kill on Hayabusa, there was a lot of free damage that came out of Giggles and Ignopius. And though they were both one auto away from dying to Lotus, the fact that they bought themselves that extra time let them kill Lotus before he could clean up the fight. So pretty close, closer than it looked, but the fact that they couldn't finish off Hayabusa Taicho's Morgana lost that for them.
Yeah.
They just fiddled around in the bush, trying to find her, trying to get the kill. They just couldn't quite do it.
I shot Lux ult in there and missed as well.
Yeah, Lux ult missed, Jen ult missed, Water Bear couldn't see her, so he was afraid to throw the Q out. Just said at the end, had they been able to pick up that kill sooner, they could have maybe turned all of that, and maybe even moved some of that damage that they were missing on Morgana into the remaining low health bars of OGR. So close fight, closer than it looked, but comes out in favor of OGR.
OU really trying to force something down here. Waterbird now finally going to retreat in. Well, he's still lingering, but now he is going to go retreat into his own jungle.
Alright, Trudalor looking pretty strong now as well. 20-something CS up, 2 assists, has a finished Ludens. No boots, but that's okay, because he's honestly not in very much danger of getting killed. Not having that movement speed's alright, because he's just has so much zone control around him now. A Morgana Binding also sets up an ult and a full combo from the Ziggs, which is going to be deadly to either of these bot laners on the side of OU.
Waterbear looking for something onto Dr. Giggles, but he'll throw out some return damage onto him. Waterbear pops the spell shield, but doesn't find anything. Unspeakable Horror gonna
Giggles in
land.
trouble.
Here's the fear. Light Binding not available. Dr. Giggles has to flash back, but he's gonna die. They do lose one before they come in, and Dustball comes in, flash for the stun, and that'll be a kill back. 2 for 1 in favor of OGR.
Right, so while Giggles does go get down, his team does make a pretty solid roam, and they're not only going to pick up that kill, but it looks like they're going to pick up this tower. It picked up Rift Herald just before. Now that's going to let them pick up the second tower of the... Wow!
Piplup with a overstay. They throw out the bouncing bombs and just pick up an easy kill onto him. Curtain Call gonna come out. He's gonna look for Trotlore, but Hayabusa gonna be able to block up all of those auto attack or the curtain calls.
And it looks like they're going to be able to pick up a second tower.
Yeah,
OGR picks up 2 towers in the mid lane after picking up 2 kills in the mid lane. And they also... Oh, wait a minute.
Hayabusa doesn't have the damage as support Morgana, but it will mean Lotus has his recall interrupted, and that's going to give enough time for Ignopius and Dustball to wander into the bottom lane. Lotus is going to die for this one. The Pillar of Ice and the bouncing bomb run Trotlore come the kill. Piplup now fearing up Sir Dustball, but this is a very squishy Fiddlesticks. Here comes the Paranoia Crowstorm going to come in as well. Gonna look for the kill, and they will secure one onto Dustball, the shutdown going over to Waterbear.
Alright, so at the end of the day, we're going to be having a net 3 turrets in favor of OGR, as well as 4 kills to OU's 2 kills. So big... I mean, it was already leaning in favor of OGR, but that's an even bigger swing in favor of the net.
Dr. Giggles now might have overstayed his welcome. A Light Binding is going to land, but the cleanse comes out. That was just a Spell Thieves cleanse. Dr. Giggles able to get out scot-free on that one.
It's a little speed boost, too. Helps him clear out of there pretty quickly. Alright, Dragon is up. All members of OGR have backed, but there are 2 blinking health bars on the side of... Well, not blinking now, but they're low on the side of OU, so nobody's going to be going for this Dragon at the moment, but it's probably going to be going over to OGR, considering the OU players are just now backing.
You know, OGR, the 9-0 team looking to go 10-0, definitely demonstrating a little bit better communication than the side of OU, and better judgment calls on the whole. There's no reason for Piplup to stay just to get sniped by a bouncing bomb randomly under tower. There's no reason for Waterbear to contest a blue buff after Shroombear made a massive mistake teleporting into the bottom lane. These are just very small things that add up over the course of the game. These very clear mistakes that can balloon into the lead that you see for OGR, near 6,000 gold at 15 minutes.
Right, there goes the Mountain Drake. Oh, an attempted steal from Skolden. Noble effort. He ulted when it was about
that Sleepy Trouble Bubble is going to
1500.
land. He's going to throw out the shield. Paddlestar is going to come out, and the GOP, and it's summon air. No, what was that?
An auto attack?
That was an auto attack. It must have been that was the
that was
last thing that killed off Skolden.
Huh.
And we said it before, Dr. Giggles on this Zoe really knows how to make use of those combos, make use of the Spell Thieves that he pick up. Throws in the Hextech Protobelt active and just blows up Skolden after a Sleepy Trouble Bubble lands.
I think the Zoe and the Renekton picks are 2 almost signature picks for these players, Sir Dustball and Dr. Giggles, and it's a little surprising to see that they came through. Must have just been a lot of meta bans coming out from OU during this game, but definitely comfort picks for these OGR players.
They really don't care about anything he has to do here. Trotlore just going to throw out the Satchel Charge. He will get this eventually.
There he goes.
There it is. 5 towers to 0.
Yeah,
is the lead for
OGR.
OGR. Piplup coming in looking for a fear on Dr. Giggles, but he's alone.
Uh-oh.
Dark Binding into land, and that means Dr. Giggles throws in the Sleepy Trouble. The stopwatch comes out, the Mega Inferno Bomb will be absorbed, but he is still sleepied up. Dr. Giggles looking for something. There's a Light Binding, will be stopwatched up, but Piplup will fall to Dustball. Piplup overextends constantly in these games.
A noble effort trying to get out of there, but it's just not enough. His team can't move up to help.
Dr. Giggles comes in. He gets 4th shot. Curtain Call going to come out, possibly, but the Deadly Flourish will not land.
That was quite a bit of damage coming out of Giggles, but he had to back out so quickly. Once he lines up that fully charged Paddle Star, even without the trouble bubble at this point, or double bubble, or what?
Yeah. The damage amp from that.
Yes,
sleepy
without the
trouble
damage
bubble.
amp, he's able to come over, throw down Ignite, and just an auto at his Paddle Star, and it's enough to kill some of these squishies at this point. 4-1-1, Zork Boots and Ludens. It's gonna hurt pretty bad considering we're only at 17 minutes.
Lotus does have a Storm Razor to himself. That's really kind of the one thing you're looking for from OU is get this Jin to actually start doing a lot of damage with how much burst he can put down with a few auto attacks and his abilities. But it's really difficult for Lotus to really find a position to lay down auto attacks. There's just really not a whole lot of power to peel for him, especially not when Piplup is constantly using his abilities as pick tools rather than peel tools.
Alright, going to back. Hayabusa Taichu. Good, just gonna leave it alone. Aaron is spawning in 2 minutes, so it's gonna be a very easy win condition for OGR at this point. OU's gonna have a tough time contesting given how big the lead is in favor of OGR right now. If they just take their time.
Maybe a pick onto Water Bear might mean something. He's slept up. He's already used the spell shield. The Dark Binding gonna land. They don't have any more damage, but Hayabusa gonna invest the Soul Shackles anyway. A flash to break the tether. And he needs to pop the Predator coming in. Here comes Shroom Bear, caught by the CB Trouble Bubble. He's gonna fall over. Dr. Giggles flashing away from the Light Binding. A Dark Binding gonna go out. Catches onto Lotus, and that will be OU flashing forward. Shroom Bear wants something here. The Deadly Flourish going to be flashed over. The Crowstorm comes in. Piplup looking for some damage, but he's all alone. The Final Spark not going to find a target. Curtain Call coming out. He will pop back, and Dr. Giggles is shot down by that last shot. Now Piplup caught out of position. Ignobi is on a killing spree. Bleeding red health bars on OU. They're going to look for more. A Light Binding going to come out. Skolden is a little bit far forward. Hayabusa misses the Dark Binding. Black Shield onto Ignobi. He's going to flash for the Chomp. Flash Bomb! Going to catch onto him, but he will flash away. Skolden will survive. Lotus will make it out the other side as well.
End of the day is technically a 1-for-1, but it was a 1-for-1 in a 4v5.
And it
so
will
Dust
mean
Ball
plus
shoving
a tower.
Down, yeah, so Dust Ball shoving down on the bot side of the map, gonna pick up a tower for his troubles. 4v5, ends up being a 1-for-1, and almost worse. OU had a nice, escape there, but had that gone just a little more poorly, that could have been the game right there. Dustball had a wave on the bot side. They had a wave coming with them up the top side. The death timers at 20 minutes aren't exceptionally long, but it would have been enough to get at least an inhib somewhere on the map, which at this stage is pretty much game. If you don't count this as game already, considering we're at almost a 10k gold lead before 20 minutes.
20 minutes, 9,000 gold lead. That's not insubstantial.
No.
Piplup clearing out some vision himself, but could very easily just be picked off by Dr. Giggles with a stray sleepy trouble bubble.
And experience-wise, OU is not very far behind. I think in overall levels, they're only behind by like 1, maybe 2. Oh, well, Dr. Giggles. So it makes it 3 or so, but not far behind.
Definitely caught out of position here. Gonna get chased down by Ignobius and Hayabusa. The Sanguine Pool. He already used it, but he will sidestep the Dark Binding. But Ignobius gonna chomp onto him, get the slow off, press the attack, and Red Smite coming out. Shroom Bear just trying to do what he can with the Hemo Plague, throwing down, subjugate. Dr. Giggles caught out, and they will trade 1-for-1.
Dr. Giggles was trying to come around to help secure the kill onto Shroom Bear, but he was by himself going for that.
Piplup caught by the Dark Binding. He's going to throw out the fear, and here comes the rest of OU to back him up. Mega Inferno Bomb almost zeroes him out, and it will be a bite from Ignopius. There he goes, the Paranoia into the backline. Final Spark will catch onto him, but it's not enough damage. Waterbear needs to finish someone off. He will get 2, maybe 3 if Chortler does get caught here, but he will make it out. They're losing their inhibitor tower on the bottom side.
Dustball. At this point, Renekton hasn't exactly fallen off, but he's not as strong as he was when we saw him blowing up Shroom Bear earlier in the game. So now he's just like, I'm just going to split push because our team's got such a lead that 4v5s are almost even.
Yeah, 4v5's almost even. Plus, you say he's fallen off, but I see a near 3 item Renekton compared to less than 2 items on everyone on the side of OU.
That's true. He has picked up a lot of CS and experience. He's the highest level in the game by 2. Yep, by 2, as well as having all of that CS.
With this lead, you can't really say he's fallen off.
No,
yet,
I know.
Right?
And it's just like, he's more like, at this point, I might as well just sit in the side lane. Nobody's going to be able to really contest me. I might as well sit down here. That
Sleepy Trouble Bubble landed. The Sanguine Pool, is he going to pop up in time? The minions will block the Paddle Star anyway. Piplup
coming over the
wall. GR now trying to regroup.
They haven't gone for the Baron. I feel like maybe they're like, wow, those last couple fights were close. They even kind of lost that last one. But I mean, these are still 4v5s. If they want, they could just pull Dust Ball up here. There's really not much pressure on the base of OGR, considering they haven't lost a tower. If OU decided, we're going to take a tower if you take Baron, OGR at this point could...
Oh, close.
OGR at this point could just be like, go ahead, take the tower, we'll take the game.
Sleepy Trouble.
So if they just 5-man that Baron, I think they just win the game.
Left and right. Water Bear going to secure himself his own red buff. Could not hand it off to Lotus for fear of it being stolen by the members of OGR.
Go take the Baron. Do it.
We're going to see Dustball walk towards the bottom lane, as is his custom. Sleepy Trouble Bubbles being thrown out left and right constantly. Pip Blood!
Wow.
He's going to get caught. There's a Dark Binding landing. The Pillar of Ice will isolate Lotus. He flashes over the side. Hayabusa coming with the Soul Shackles. Crowstorm not going to be available because he's so low. Curtain Call going to be blocked up. Hayabusa needs to survive here. They're going to block it up for him. Dr. Giggles throwing out the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Final Spark will kill him off. But that will be Pip Blood walking into a bomb to die. Water Bear going deep with a Paranoia will result in a shutdown. Pillar of Ice going to come out, but Ignopius not going to chase under tower.
And despite everything, OU's really
and
not...
there's another bubble going to land. The sleep comes through. Paddlestar will connect. Shroom Bear is ignited. Ignopius will auto him for the last bit of damage. Deadly Flourish will root him up under tower, but it's not enough to finish him up, but that will be the Hemoplague. A final spark off a cooldown. Dr. Giggles will fall as well.
And the Dust Ball just hanging out while his team fights the 4v5.
Be careful about how close you let the Crocodile get to you, though. He could slice through those minions, but now he's going to get feared up. The Deadly Flourish will land as well. Going to try and jump in. The Crowstorm immediately Piplup way too close. Dustball will get the inhibitor. Is he even going to die for this one? Looking to try and get a kill before he goes down, but he will get shut down by Lotus.
All right, and again, these fights they look so close, but they're all 4v5s.
Or 4v1s in that case, where Dustball did end up trading 1-for-1.
But those fights, like in the mid lane, the kills are coming out really close. I think even in that case, there were 3 kills for OU, 2 kills for OGR, so that actually came out in favor. But then, you know, Dustball just sitting there amassing his experience and gold lead ever more, takes an inhibitor in the bot lane. Now he's especially free to go help with this Baron buff if he feels like it. There's going to be a lot of pressure from minions in the bot lane, completely opposite side of the map. We're going to be taking a Baron. We're going to try to clear away some vision. Might be in trouble here.
But he might be a little bit caught here. Although, who is caught who? Hayabusa coming in with the Soul Shackles is going to stun up Water Bear, and here comes Ignopius. Flash Chomp! Now Shroom Bear is caught by a Dark Binding. The Sanguine Pool too slow. He's going to try and turn it around, flashing over the wall. Ignopius going to chase him down. Deadly Flourish will secure the escape. Ignopius going to continue chasing on the Shroom Bear, but that'll be the end of that as OGR playing a little bit loose right now, but they've got enough of a lead that it hardly matters.
Yeah, exactly 10k at the moment.
Dr. Giggles caught by the Light Binding as soon as the Black Shield expires. The Final Spark going to be thrown out, but too late, too slow. Now OGR starting up the Baron. Has been 2-man for a while here. Hayabusa clearing out some vision.
Not taking it particularly quickly.
Yeah, they've got the Mountain Drake at the very least. Hayabusa just playing
this
zone,
is
a Dark Binding and a continue
like...
landing. Hayabusa's walked right into Scold, and now Piplo caught by Sleepy Trouble Bubble is going to get one-shot down by Dr. Giggles over the wall. Another pick onto the support of OU, and there's the Baron for OGR.
So this is most likely the game. They did pick up a kill, 30-second death timer. Hayabusa, Taicho going to back. Dr. Giggles also going to back. I feel like they had enough health bars. They could have maybe just kept pressuring there. They have the Baron. There is a member missing. Yeah. But they are going to go ahead and back and start grouping up once again. We've got Dustball and Trotlor pushing in the top lane. We've got minions just there, even putting a little bit of damage down on that Nexus tower.
Yeah, that inhibitor still down in the bottom lane. OGR will shove one with the Baron empowerment into that top lane.
Despite the lead, OU's been doing in the fights that have been breaking out. So I would be playing to end this game a little bit more than OGR is.
Yeah.
Just before eventually the gold lead starts not to matter so much.
Light Binding going to connect onto Hayabusa. He's going to get chunked very hard, and the Crowstorm comes out. There's the Paranoia. They're going to try and catch onto Totaler, who's way out of position. Overextended. 2 kills over to OU.
And this is what I'm talking about. I don't know why OGR just isn't grouped with Baron buff to just shove this 10k gold lead down the throats. They haven't been grouped as 5, like, once, except for that Baron that they took. The rest of the game, they've been spread out, and it's lost them like 10 kills over the course of this game.
And even if you're trying to go for the split push, you gotta play the map more like an accordion. You know,
at some point you just gotta consolidate your strength and win the game.
Light Binding gonna connect onto Ignopius. He might be trying to get
3v5.
focused down. The Dominus has popped. Ignopius is running out the other side. He's gonna pop the Subjugate onto Shroombear, who's now run in. He's gonna pop over the Pillar of Ice. Piplup will fall for the 8th time this game, walking up, and that will mean Shroombear falls as well.
All right, now we've got Dustball grouped with his team. They're shoving it up mid. They are down a member,
Flourish
but it's
and
not
the
even
Light
gonna
Binding
matter.
have been used. Dictor Giggles has a lot of damage to offer. Water Bear just falls to their hands. Flash forward coming out. Scolding going to take a lot of damage. There's the Sonya's Hourglass. Dr. Giggles not going to make it out of this one. Lotus now going to get stunned up, taking a lot of damage. The Pillar of Ice comes out. Sterex will be popped. Sir Dustball just dodges away from the final spark. Ignobius takes the final spark like it's nothing.
After respawning, Trollord did teleport to the top side to shove up this minion wave, and he's going to take that inhibitor. Mid inhibitor is down as well. Here comes a teleport from another respawning member of OGR.
Yep.
Both towers down. Baron buff super minions in the base. They're onto the Nexus.
That's it. OGR going to take game number 1 as they try to pad their stats. The Nexus will fall. OGR 1-0 and 1 game away from the perfect split.
All right. Well, we will be back shortly with Game 2 of the OU versus OGR series. Like we mentioned before, it's the only series happening today due to teams forfeiting and dropouts and whatnot.
Yep. So we'll see in that last game, can OU pull us to a game 3 or will OGR finish 10-0? Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Summer 2018 Platinum Capped Week 10. OGR currently sits 1-0 above OU, and that puts them one game away from completing this OKLCS split
I don't know if
regular
it's a
season 10-0.
perfect split. Were they ever 2-1 during the season?
I couldn't tell you.
The way we
can
we do the streams for a lot of the season is we just show like the game that looks the closest from a series. So I forget how many of the series actually
have dropped a game.
Just one game to GSM.
No, they've dropped another one.
And
here.
another one to United as one.
So when I say perfect, I mean of course like
in
terms of
your
your match
you didn't actually even say perfect. You said 10-0, and I was just like, it's not quite perfect though.
But yeah.
Yes.
In any case, they are looking to go 10-0. We'll go ahead and jump into game number 2. See who can pull it out. OU looking to try and even up the series. See if they can possibly push us to a game 3. Maybe even deny OGR that 10-0.
And like we mentioned before, this there isn't actually. I don't know if OU has analyzed this themselves, but there isn't actually anything that can be impacted from the Vifen winning this game aside from denying a 10-0 season from OGR because of the head-to-head against GSM, which they would be tied with if they were to win this. So I mean, that in mind.
With that in mind,
you just kind of want to do your best, and try to scout the team as much as possible, just to really kind of feel each other up without maybe giving too much away at the same time. So that way you can be as ready for that matchup come finals as you can. Which, for anybody who's watching and doesn't already know, everybody who wants to come is welcome. It'll be at the OU Innovation Hub, or the Tom Love Innovation Hub near OU's campus this coming Saturday. We'll be there at 10. There'll be a cafe. There'll be setups for everybody's stuff. It's all
Wi-Fi.
Be a fun time.
Should be a fun time.
Yeah, we'll have a big old spectator room running the stream and people to hang out and do whatever else they feel like doing while watching the stream. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. All
yeah.
right, so we've got the Kinnan.
Yeah,
that's the game.
Interesting.
We've got
the
Kinnan. That's probably the most interesting thing about this game. Over on the side of OU, I mean, Lex support has become a little bit more of a thing lately. So I mean, that's not too crazy. Vel'Koz is one of my favorite champions. Not exactly meta most of the time, but always a solid pick. My opinion, anyway.
Remember though, that Dustball gonna find Shroombear here. Just gonna put down some damage onto him. Those bleed stacks starting to stack up, and that will be Dustball getting the Nazi Rage. Look at that.
Ah! Just got over.
Oh my God! Forward Shroombear! Bleed!
Shroombear's gonna die!
The bleed! It is the first one Dustball!
Dustball picks up the level 1 kill onto Shroombear. He gets that W cooldown. It comes back up. He flashes, hits him with another W. He has the bonus AD that he got from that full stack. It resets the bleed, the fully stacked bleed, and that's enough to finish off the last 30 or so HP that Shroombear had.
Oh my
Shroombear
goodness.
teleports to lane. Back to lane, but
he's level 1 compared to level 2 on Dustball. That could very easily just happen again.
Yeah, and this is basically just the lane now. I mean, once that happens, there's not much you can do to salvage it as a Renekton. You kind of depend on hitting those level spikes earlier than your opponent, or at least staying even to the point that the threat of a fight going either way is what allows you to farm. But now it's leading towards Dustball.
Looking to try and trade in, because here comes Ignopius. There's a stun, not going to complete. Ignopius going to look for something. Flash Bear Slap onto Piplup. There's the Lightning Shuriken. It will be the kill. Chortler with a little bit of miscommunication will flash for nothing.
Yeah, red buff plus Tiger Stance bleed ends up being enough to pick up the kill. Chortler's flash not really necessary, so a little bit of a miscommunication like you said. But they pick up their second kill of the game in only 3 minutes. You don't really count that the first minute of play, nothing's really happening. That's basically a kill per minute.
Dr. Giggles coming forward. We saw him earlier trying to trade in on the Skolden. Ignopius now possibly getting collapsed on here. Jumped up by Water Bear, but here comes Hayabusa. Tectonic Disruption comes out. Water Bear now taking a lot of harass. He's going to flash over the wall. Now they're going to chase down onto Skolden. Ignopius looking for a Bear Slap, but he will not have the flash. He burned it earlier on.
And without that flash from Water Bear, that would have been kept the kill per minute, minus the first minute, alive. So, whew. Gets out, though, with a flash. Really aggressive play across the board from OGR off the bat and really putting OU on the back foot from the very beginning. The second game can often determine the series for either team. You know, once you having the momentum in that second game can often do more for the third game once people start to, you know, it just sort of taxes you a bit as you go on.
The way I see it is, at the start of any one game sort of mimics what was happening towards the end of the last game. If you just got stomped in game number 2, and you're going to a game 3, you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm so confident. The other team is like super demoralized afterwards or something.
It's those times though that you see if a team like comes out during the second game.
Good light binding gonna land from Piplup, and Hayabusa will take a little bit of harass.
If a team comes out during the second game and has the momentum going into game 3, you know, if they're able to make that turn, I think that usually ends up winning the series for them, like a lot of the time anyway. Just because like being able to squash that confidence, like you're talking about, in a game 2, and have the momentum, whereas the opposing team not only has, you know, they're going in with a recent loss, but they're also 2 games into this series, which every game's pretty taxing. It takes a decent bit of a break to kind of restore that ability to focus.
A lot of mental stamina necessary here.
For sure.
Especially when we get into the longer series. Now, Deadly Flourish going to land after the light binding. Hayabusa will take a little bit of harass. Now, Dustball going to get ganked up. Water Bear and Shroom Bear trying to get onto him, but he cannot find the stun, and the Ghost will get Dustball out.
Dustball almost gets a little aggressive there. He's got Cassiopeia coming up, and he's like, I demolished that Renekton at level 1. I will do it again. Right, so both teams, after that almost fight there in the mid lane, chasing down Dustball, kind of just resume to farming, resume to the lane. Udir's doing a bit of counter jungling down in the bot side. Shroombear has a health advantage, but Dustball doesn't seem to be afraid.
Yeah, especially not when Shroombear, all he did was trade an auto attack for the full Q from Dustball, but here we go, Ruthless Predator coming out.
Shroombear's gonna get the kill, I think!
Slice and dice, Shroombear solos him back!
Dustball gets a little bit overconfident, honestly. He's still against a Renekton who, with that press the attack, can do quite a bit of damage with a full combo. Gets both procs of the E on him there, as well as the auto W, auto Q. Just full combo from Shroombear. Dustball isn't the only one who knows how to play Renekton, it seems. So now if he finds himself behind in CS, pushed back to base without teleport because he took Ghost. That does give Shroombear a chance to get back to lane, not far behind Dustball, probably about the same time that the wave will be getting to his tower. And we should see things even out for him again after falling so behind early on.
Yeah, you know, obviously Shroombear, no way he could have done that by himself. Water Bear with that gank did put a lot of pressure onto Dustball. And then Dustball with that disrespect, not really taking the recall, trusting himself to outplay Shroombear, but not able to outplay him.
Oh, Ignopius soloing Dragon. He has done a bit of counter jungling this game. Now he's going for Dragon. He does have a few camps open on his side of the map, but he's doing a pretty good job of clearing. 17 CS ahead of Water Bear at the moment. Water Bear taking his red buff while Dragon gets taken on the bot side of the map. Ignopius just really making moves with this Udyr. Always been a good clearing champion.
Yeah, Udyr, very fast clearing jungler. He is level 6. Water Bear just now hitting his level 5 after taking that red buff.
Well, we did see Water Bear get set back quite a bit earlier when he almost got killed near mid lane and wasted some time trying to chase Dustball unsuccessfully towards the top side, whereas Ignopius has had a successful gank and has come out of those little skirmishes with much more of his health and summoners than Water Bear, allowing him just to resume clearing safe.
Bear gonna try and fight onto Dustball here. They'll press the attack. He's gonna get apprehended back in after the slice and up, but
here goes the ultimate!
He's ready!
Wants it.
Pops the Dominus! He wants this fight! Noxian Guillotine comes out! Oh, and Dustball turns it around!
Shroombear just barely doesn't have the cooldowns necessary, and it's gonna lose him that fight against Dustball. Really close fight. It kind of is unfortunate playing against Darius because he's the champion where Shroombear could have won that, but he just quite didn't. Doesn't really matter what Darius does. It's kind of all up to the Renekton.
Yeah.
And that's always been a thing that has bugged me a little bit about not just Darius, but some champions. The ones where it feels like you're playing against yourself.
Hayabusa flashes over the Tectonic Disruption that will force the flash out of Skolden. Getting collapsed on by the support and mid laner in his own jungle.
Good on Dustball. Picks up the kill. Looks like he might be able to regain... Oh, no, CS still pretty much even, but he's up a kill.
It looks like Trottler is going to go for the AP build, probably indicated by the electrocute he's had since the beginning of the game. Hextech Revolver building into, I assume, Proto Belt.
Yeah, most likely Proto Belt. I don't.
The Water
imagine-
Bear really needs to be very careful about where
Wait
it
a
goes here. Flash over, Nullifying Orb, Tectonic Disruption comes out. Dr. Giggles will trade 1-for-1. Flash Bear Slap from Ignopius will send him Skolden rather. Now he's the one getting some
Skolden.
damage. Red buff coming out, Deadly Flourish not going to connect. Ignopius going to get slowed up by this Plasma Vision. Got pops the shield. Skolden trying to reduce damage to him out of range. The Tectonic Disruption does connect. Here comes Shroom Bear, and Ignopius has way overstepped his bounds.
All right, well, that ends up being a 2-for-1 after a lot of OU roams mid to help save Skolden and pick up the kill. I think Dr. Giggles could have been able... It looked like he missed his, I believe it's the Q, not the Twin Fangs.
Yeah.
The little puff cloud that you throw out.
Yeah, you
he
can't miss
missed
the
his-
Twin Fangs because it's the target
Yeah.
ability.
So I was just making sure I had the
Yeah.
right one. He missed the Q, and I think that is what kind of cost him his life there, maybe, because Waterbear did contribute to helping burst him down alongside Skolden's ultimate. So I think it cost him his life, maybe not. Would have made this whole situation better for his team, though, as Ignopius might have been able to do more getting there with Giggles lasting a bit longer.
Finding a control ward dropped into his own blue buff. Looks like he's going to be taking that away, not going to hand that off to Dr. Giggles this time.
Despite running around mid lane trying to juke as much as he could for a while, quite a bit of CS up.
Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, jungler, you just gave a kill to the enemy mid laner. Why don't you give me that blue buff in compensation?
Not Udyr. Udyr knows how to farm. That is what he will do. Pick up one of those little bard health packs. Nice little. I actually really like stuff like that in the game. I think it's nice.
Good light binding into the final
Whoa.
spark, but good use by Trottler. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he used the lightning rush for the extra resistances. Now Ghost popped, is going to slice away. Flash apprehend will be flashed over by Shroom Bear, but now he's slowed up, stunned up, and he's Noxian guillotine.
Wow, that's a lot of damage coming out of the
Here we go.
Udyr
Dr.
and
Giggle's
the
going to lay down
Darius.
some hurt onto Skolden, and Tectonic Disruption will connect. Skolden doesn't want to go for the Life on Disintegration Ray while that Petrifying Gaze is available.
I would have done it. I would have done it. Let
Piplup
loose. He was standing in a
stunned
pile of minions. If he did go for the ultimate, he would have. I mean, minions do a lot of damage.
Yeah. I think,
Most
though,
stages of
that
the
the
game.
Petrifying Gaze would have interrupted him fast enough, and then Dr. Giggles with that would have just killed him instantly. Because the Petrifying Gaze does a lot of damage. Not to mention it sets you up for that. There's a good damage landing onto him, and that'll be Tower First Blood going down in the top lane. Dr. Giggles throwing at the Petrifying
Water Bear.
Gaze. Water Bear overextends, and there's goes the stopwatch coming out. Skolden forced to run away. I think he could have gone for that.
I think he might have been able to go for that, but he ends up backing off. I guess he doesn't know where Udyr is, I suppose.
He did.
Here.
It was top lane.
Oh, he did see him
Oh,
top
there's
lane.
the Tempered Fate being used to push them off of this one. Lotus not going to get caught by the Cosmic Bind because Stroller flashing for the Slicing Maelstrom, stuns up two. Exhaust comes out way too late from Piplup to save his ADC. Piranha Belt comes out. Trottler needs one more for the stun. Flash auto would be enough. No, he's caught by the Light Binding, but Hayabusa once more. So coming in with the Magical Journey. Piplup now is stuck in between Trottler and Hayabusa. Will end up giving a second kill to the quote-unquote ADC.
Right, so they end up picking up 2 kills and burning both enemy bot laners' sums, all their sums except for the teleport.
Quite the play coming out of
There's a
Trottler.
teleport.
That slicing
A sneaky teleport behind the.
Oh yeah.
Looks like he sees it though, and he is going to
Oh.
escape. He is
Curtain
oh.
call. One shot misses. Second shot also misses. Trottler trying to juke, and Lotus will cancel after that.
Seems like he just kind of lost vision and lost interest. He was like, I'm not gonna hit it. Screw it. Standing in minions taking damage. Might as well go farm. Alright, Shroom Bear up 13 CS, though he has lost a tower and his life.
Oh, maybe make it a fourth time as he gets apprehended in. Here comes Ignopius for the stun. Shroom Bear's got nowhere to go! The execute comes through. Dustball on a killing spree.
And the damage from Dustball and Ignopius is so insane. Challenging Smite. I don't know if he has red buff right now, but that's always a potential factor. And then the bleed on the Tiger Stance, which I think the
Tempered Fate
bleed
gonna
from
come
Tiger
out
Stance,
again. Not gonna catch on to anybody.
didn't it get, not like super recently, but it wasn't the bleed buff?
Yeah, I think they
Like,
increased the
last
damage on
so
it.
many passage. It's hard to remember how many ago it was, but I remember at least this season it was buffed. The bleed was something to Tiger Stance Udyr, because they're like Phoenix Stance is the only one anyone uses.
Let's
need to
make
make the other
Tiger
one a little
Stance
better.
great again.
Make Tiger Stance. All right, well, looks like the Infernal Drake is going to go over to this Udyr unless OU has... They don't really have a lot of vision.
People in the area,
Looks
but
like
they
they're going
might
for a
just
pick
get onto
instead.
Water Bear. But Ignopius going to close the gap, but he will get knocked away by that ultimate. Now Ignopius, he
is
still
not
wants
done.
more. Going to come forward. Skolden just backs away and watches Water Bear die. Nothing he can do to help him. Now Piplup coming in his lifeline. Flash Petrifying Gaze stuns him up. Piplup throws the final spark, but he will just fall to the hands of Trodelor. Lotus now caught on the other side. Ignopius going to get caught by the magic, Hayabusa comes in from the magical journey. Slicing Maelstrom comes out. Skolden taking a lot of damage. Trodelor doesn't connect,
Lands
but
the
the
second
stun will. It pops the stopwatch, and Trodelor gonna throw out the light or the shuriken too early. It will be Skolden making it out alive.
Those high pressure situations.
Fourth shot, not the fourth shot. This is the third. Maybe look for the fourth. There it is. They trade 1 for 1. Infernal Drake does fall in favor of OGR.
Well, OGR, they do trade a few kills back and forth. I think that ends up going even. No, because Hayabusa Taicho lived.
Yep, he did.
Okay. So in favor of OGR there, and they are also going to possibly get this tower, depending on what Piplup could do
Oh,
here.
flash stun, and that's a
just going
support
to die.
Lux. He's just gonna die. Bleed out to that Tiger Stance.
Yeah, Tiger Stance red buff, and then if you have it, he didn't use it that time, but challenging spike, it's just so much burn damage at this stage of the game. You know, later in the game, it doesn't add up to be quite as much, but really substantial right about now. A lot of bleed. Feels like we've just got 2 Darius on this team.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be another tower. 2 kills. I think they net 2 kills positive out of that. And they also pick up an Infernal Dragon. So it's starting to look pretty close to how last game did. Gold lead is 4K at about 15 minutes. So not as big of a gold lead as before, but the kills are looking similar.
Yeah, Lotus trading his 4th shot onto Dr. Giggles for his life from those Twin Fangs. Does, you know, get something back in favor of OU, but OGR, they're just sort of stampeding all over the map right now.
It's bad.
Here we go. They're going to try and catch on to Shroom Bear
Bear's
here,
dead.
and there's nowhere
He's
for him
so
to go.
dead. Oh no. The chain CC along with all of that DPS from Ignopius.
If you had to
Nice.
use a word to describe how dead that guy is, what would you use?
Oh my god, it was cadaverific. Is that from Machinima? What is that
I don't
from?
remember what that is from, but please no copyright, please.
God, that's an old one,
Right?
too. That's
I know.
an old one. That's like back when we played Halo Wars and Modern Warfare and stuff. That's a quality one. Good reference. Good reference. All right, so we do see...
Oh, Tempered Fate gonna catch on to Skolden. There's a lot of members of OGR here. The Slicing Maelstrom
being
comes out.
burned.
Skolden will fall. Shutdown goes over as the Ripchild secures that mid lane tower.
All
for
right, they're
more.
going to get 2 towers here. They did lose their first tower of the series, I think, down in the bot lane.
Gopius
Piplup took it. But they're going to get 2 turrets in the mid lane in favor. And it looks like they're going to get a 3rd
Another
turret
charge.
in the top side.
Oh,
as
no,
well.
it's denied.
Not quite getting that last charge off. Dark's going to be able to pick up this 3rd
Oh,
tower.
we're gonna jump in under Giggles. There's the Deadly
in
Burst.
trouble.
The life binding, the final spark. He's not dead yet. Dr. Giggles is still alive.
No.
Flash forward. Piplup will flash auto onto him.
All right, Dustball does get the tower up in the top side. Shroom Bear pinging that Dustball's chasing him, but Dustball has retreated, waiting in the bush.
Dustball's
gets
a very
bombed, though.
scary Darius right about now. The Trinity Force finish has a lot of burst to offer.
Yeah, against a team that is as squishy as the enemy team is, because honestly, even
Light binding gonna connect, but nobody really wants to be the one to go in on the Darius.
not even a Renekton is really that immune from the damage of a Trinity Force given his usual builds. You need resistances to counter Trinity Force, and he's just...
Oh,
usually
Hayabusa,
a-
that's
oh,
not the light!
no,
Oh,
whoops.
that's not the magical journey you wanted to take!
He had a ward over there. I think that was an accident.
That had to have been an accident, right?
All right, well, probably an accident. Tunnels his way into death. Feels bad, man. But yeah, going for the Triforce, honestly, not such a bad pickup given the enemy team is very squishy,
Yeah.
and he's doing a lot of split pushing.
For sure.
Unfortunately for him, doesn't really stack with that item that I'm forgetting the name
Here we
of.
go. Shroom Bear gonna come in, jumps onto Sir Dustball. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. He will get the heal off, but here comes Water Bear to support him. It's a 2v1. Dustball pops the Ghost, is gonna run away. Water Bear flash, but he doesn't have the range.
He underestimated how quickly that Ghost was going to keep building that
If you're gonna flash early, but here comes, now he's got no flash and he's gonna get red smited. There's the bleed! Water Bear's got nowhere to go!
So much damage! That one did include a red smite, I believe. That's a lot of
Dr.
burn.
Giggles throws at the Miasma. Skolden now trying to run for his life. Tectonic Disruption going to come out. Dr. Giggles wants something, but he will get slowed up by the Plasma Fission. A teleport behind, coming in from Troidlor, looking for the Slicing Maelstrom. Flashes onto Lotus, stuns him up immediately. Exhaust comes out way too late.
Looked like he clicked exhaust on him, but he was just so not close enough, and Lux is so slow. By the time it got close enough to activate his ADC, yeah, was already dead. All right,
Light Binding going to connect from Piplup, but not enough damage coming out of the support Lux.
Right. Just going to clear out the entire enemy jungle. They've cleared away so many of these enemy turrets. All right, and we are looking at a pretty hefty gold lead, just a little bit smaller than last game.
Troidlor gonna get jumped on over the wall. He's a little bit by himself, gets knocked up here, but the Miasma comes out for support. Final Spark, and Troidlor shut down.
They pick up another kill. 17-7 though, things are not looking good. Same point as last game, still, again, a very big lead for OGR. 6K this time instead of 9K, so OU's doing a little bit better of a job.
Definitely need to be a little bit careful here. Water Bear very low, but he's got the damage immunity from the ultimate, and now flash away from the curtain call. Dr. Giggles survives. Piplup is shut down as the flash bear slap from Ignobius comes through. Now Water Bear soloed out by Hayabusa at that low HP. 2 for 1 in favor of OGR.
I think OGR's been doing a really good job of getting ahead in these games, but I think they struggle a little bit, at least in this series, with closing out. It seems like they lose a lot of lives in some of these fights, and they lose a bit of focus. Like Baron's been alive for 45 seconds, they haven't even moved towards it at all. When you have a big lead like this, Baron spawns, just go take it, because the enemy's options are let you take it so you can win, or try to fight you so you can win. Because you'll have 5 members there, and you have a pretty big gold lead. So as long as you don't botch the fight entirely, it should be a pretty win-win scenario for you to go take that.
This is not the jungle you want to be exploring here. Piplup apprehended in. He's just going to die.
This fall. That's 4 stacks on him. He's not going to be able to get any more autos due to that slow. And he's just like, you know what? Press R. Press my you die button.
Basically, it's just a you die button on basically anyone not named Shroombear. Troidlor gonna come in with the Slicing Maelstrom. 2v1 though. Water Bear goes very low. He's dead! Now Shroombear trying to get a revenge kill. Troidlor now running out the other side. Press the attack has come. There's the Lightning Rush, and he's gonna make it out here. Shroombear trying to chase onto him. He's gonna get the stun! There it is. Troidlor will make it out, and the Twin Shadows for the slow.
Don't do it, Troidlor!
Troidlor comes in again. Shroombear pops the Dominus, slicing through this Krugs, but he will get stunned, and Troidlor will get another kill.
I think there was a brief moment there where Shroombear had the opportunity to EW for the kill, but he didn't quite jump on it fast enough, and he ends up trying to go through some trickiness with the Krugs. Doesn't work out, goes down. Still think Baron's a good option here. Don't know why they always feel so reluctant to take it. I mean, I guess they don't have traditional AD carry on their team for the DPS.
But they have Udyr.
But they have Udyr Cass.
Oh, wow.
That's quite
Dr.
a bit.
Giggles is way overextended. Tempered Fate comes out to try to keep him alive. Life Binding is way too early from Piplup. Left for disintegration rate. Dr. Giggles will die.
I just keep seeing a lot of the same in these last 2 games from OGR.
Yeah, OGR, they really have not been leveraging their lead towards the end of these games very well. Sort of wandering in randomly and dying. Have one person pushing mid lane while the rest of the team is sitting around doing nothing or farming their jungle. And then that one person, once OU figures it out, they're like, oh, let's just kill this guy. And then it happens, and then that's 12 seconds or 20 seconds that OGR can't really do anything because it's a 4v5 on the map.
I understand doing the 4v5 a little bit that they were doing last game. I wish they would have gone for Baron sooner.
Oh, Ignopi is going to look for something onto Water Bear, and that's a lot of damage coming out of the Udyr. Now he's going to try and chase onto Lotus. He does secure the red buff. Now Piplup out of position once again. Ignopi is trying to chase onto him. Gets caught by the Tectonic Disruption. No, not quite, but he will be shut down again.
I think we just keep seeing a lot of the same for OGR. They have one person on their team run into the enemy team, kill somebody, die, and then their team just sort of wanders around because they're like, well, we don't really want to take the 4v4.
I don't think OGR really know how to close the games
if they
really quite
do,
as well.
They do, and maybe they just feel like they're messing around or something. mean, you
It's
can
just
do
so-
that, I guess, but I don't think that's going to long term. At least like you're just doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah, it's just sort of a matter of what's the word I'm looking? I don't know. You get ahead and then you just sort of start bashing your head against a wall, and eventually it works because you're so far ahead.
Yeah, yeah. That's kind of what it feels like a little bit. Everyone's just kind of like, we have a giant lead, we're gonna win this game, and they sort of go on autopilot. They've already won.
But Water Bear is caught again out of vision. Water Bear has not been having the best game.
No, not the best games. Definitely got.
Piplup is going to get caught out of position. Flash from the cannon will be the slicing maelstrom. Now Shroom Bear fighting up against Dustball. Noxian Guillotine and the remaining bleed. Sir Dustball goes unstoppable.
Golden Lotus were on their way, but not going to be there quick enough. So Trollord is able to get a pick without going too deep, without dying there in the mid lane. Dustball, same thing at the top, doesn't go too
Maybe
deep.
they're actually going to go for Baron here.
All right, so they get some picks that aren't too ham, and they take the fact that they have everyone alive and they killed some people, and they're taking Baron. That's what they should have been doing, I think, like 4.5 minutes ago. But they just did a lot of running into the enemy team. Dustball's doing a little bit of the running into the enemy team too deep without a backup thing.
Yeah, but there goes the Baron in favor of OGR.
All right, they got the Baron.
A tempered fate from Hayabusa. How many people did it catch? It looks like 0. And they're going to go for more. Sir Dustball flashes
Doesn't
in.
quite land the
Golden
stun.
apprehend
Dustball's
on the
in
2.
trouble, maybe?
He's going to get a decimate off. They're going to try and chain him down. A shutdown goes over. Dustball way too deep. Now Ignopius. Water Bear's taking a magical journey into his death.
He was trying to get to that Hayabusa Taicho, who was incredibly low after the Lux ult, but he comes through that tunnel and just gets immediately focused down by the remaining members of it.
Light Binding going to be
Got Baron
not
here.
anything onto the Baron buff minions. Piplup with no final spark or a lot of AP. A Light Binding going to connect onto Ignopius, but it doesn't really matter. He's a very tanky Udyr. Not even really tanky, but there's just no damage. Flash, Petrifying Gaze, not going to get a stun, but Lotus will get stunned up by the Bear Slap, and he will survive, it looks like. Enough shielding. Piplup throws out a final spark, but he will die. Ignopius comes in, gets a heal from Triumph, and will survive the tower shot. Dr. Giggles pops the Ceres Embrace. He's going to take a tower shot, and the last bit of curtain call. Tower will fall in the mid lane. Turtler rotates up to the top lane with how little health bar he has. Deadly Flourish might finish him off, but he will not find it.
All right, so 2 inhibitors exposed in favor of OGR. They still have this Baron for a little over half its duration, so still have time to make some things happen. Ignopius going to pick up some enemy camps, counter jungle, prevent that XP and gold going over to OU's team. They do have a pretty hefty level advantage this game. Last game we saw the levels stay pretty close throughout the game, but this time pretty big lead.
Coming in, he's gonna find Water Bear, steal away a Raptor. Turtler gotta be careful here.
Don't die.
Water Bear might have
Wait,
walked a little
no.
close here. Dustball gonna be the focus. He's gonna get this Q off. Decimate
You're
comes out.
alone.
Left for disintegration ray. The Serax gauge again.
Why?
Dustball.
A lot of the same problem in this game. I think they get a lot ahead, and then they kind of get on autopilot a little bit, I think, and they're like, I can 1v1 anyone, but they can't 1v4 anyone.
There
And they
goes
just sort
the
of walk
dragon.
into a 1v1 without paying attention to where the rest of the enemy team is. It ends up being a pick, because for the leads that OGR has had, they've been letting a lot of kills slide.
Yeah. And you know, yes, OGR, this game looks to be very much in favor of OGR.
Yeah,
I don't see it going the way of OU.
Oh no, it can't.
But-
It's not. It's not. That's why we've both been saying like they get so far ahead.
Yeah.
They just sort of let
But
themselves fall into
the
this.
thing is, right, we still have playoffs that you gotta win your way through. Piplup gonna get caught here. Miasma gonna come out, not gonna connect with the Cosmic Binding.
It's just not a habit you want to build.
Yeah, not a habit you want to build. And think about it, right? Oh, Water Bear gonna come in, jumps onto Hayabusa, looks for Chortlor as well, but he just gets taken down. Hayabusa gonna get curtain called to his death. A shutdown goes over as Lotus picks up the kill. Chortlor comes in with the slicing maelstrom. Final spark will shut down Ignopius. Now he flashes away. Dr. Giggles rips apart Lotus with the twin bangs of skulls and doing a lot of damage in his own right. Chortlor gonna come in for some more. Looks for Piplup. Gonna get caught by the tectonic disruption. If not for the Zanya's hourglass, he will make it out. Now Dustball is back in the fray, but kited out by Skolden and Piplup. They are gonna lose their inhibitor in the mid lane.
He ends up being a 3-for-2, but Giggles and Trudlor both could have very easily gone down to that during that fight instead of Shroom Bear. I mean, just despite this giant gold lead, they haven't been playing their best. But they haven't been playing to how well they can play.
Yeah.
Obviously, they play very well. They get quite far ahead. It's not they don't just do that by luck. They're doing well. But then, yeah, they go a bit on autopilot.
And I think it's very worrying for Waterbear going to come in. Troidalor caught, but the Final Spark will shut him down. The shutdown goes over to Waterbear, rather. I lied. Final Spark did not play into that, but we'll be trading 1 for 1. Again, overextending. Troidalor, no need for you to be there. You have teleport, you have low health bar. Why not just go back? If you need to get somewhere very fast, you have teleport. You don't even need to burn it. Now you're dead, and you probably will have to burn the teleport anyway.
Yeah. Udyr's waiting for red buff down there. Like 14k gold lead. Team's pressuring it in him.
The 5v. This could be a 4v3. Dustball, though, is very threatening. Trinity Force plus Starax building towards a death stance. But yeah, I mean, you know, there are other teams at playoffs that you do have to worry about. GSM, you know, they don't always get a lead. They have this season failed to defeat OGR, but they've definitely taken games off of them, and they definitely have shown a lot of prowess. That's a good Petrifying Gaze. Temper Fate will interrupt the curtain call, but Dr. Giggles will fall again.
And that was a 5v3. Kennen was nowhere near them. They knew he was nowhere near them. Udyr was bot side. They knew he was bot side. They knew the Waterbear respawned. They essentially knew it was a 5v3. Who's a member delaying their victory a bit more?
Yeah, and you know, yeah, we say delay, but delay it many times.
And eventually it might not be such a victory, yeah. Because, I mean, when you get behind in these games, your only option is just to stall. Until eventually you're even, and then you can win a fight, and the death timers are so high that you can just go win the game. If you let victory slip too many times, or just let it make a habit of not really, like, playing to end the game as fast as you can, that might eventually happen to you.
Nobia's going to come in. Piplup going to catch him with the light binding, but the Lucent Singularity, slow, not going to really matter all that much. Ignopius just hanging around. Flash Bear Slap comes in. Piplup is going to shield himself up. The Redemption and the Exhaust. Ignopius is going to die. Again. What are they doing? Troidalor comes in with the Slicing Maelstrom. Bear will fall with Life Furnace Integration Ray. Troidalor going very low. Pops the Zanyas, but Lotus will flash out. He flashed out of the wrong target. Deadly Flourish comes out. Piplup on a killing spree as he shuts him down. There's a Noxian Guillotine. A double kill for Dustball, but 4 members of OGR fall.
4 members of OGR are dead. When they have like a 15k gold lead almost before that fight.
It's playing really sloppy.
It's just... I'm not going to talk about it anymore. We've explained it quite a few times, but anyway, 4 members of them go down. Dr. Giggles isn't close enough to the fight to assist. It looks like he is going to be able to pick up the inhib.
Dr. Giggles throws out the ultimate. Dr. Giggles red smited up. Petrifying Gaze comes out. He will stun him up and throw down the Twin Fangs. Now he's going to flash over the Tectonic Disruption Scold and backing away.
Pretty nice ultimate and flash there out of Dr. Giggles.
Yasma coming out. Tectonic Disruption going to connect, but no Life Furnace. Wait, he does have it. And there's no Petrifying Gaze. He knows this. Throw out the Plasma Fission. Just needs to finish the kill. There it is. The delayed ace for OU.
Alright, so they're down 2 inhibitors. Winning the game still not looking likely. But they are able to stall out a bit longer. Every series of spawns they stall out is a little bit closer they get to salvaging the game.
Yeah, they're still down over 10,000 gold.
Yep.
But Skolden starting to get really big here, 6-1 and 9 now. They're doing the Baron buff, but they got a lot of members of OU to contend with, but they're all too scared to go for the contest. Shroomberg gonna dodge away from that Cosmic Binding, and Dustball coming into the zone, and that will be a Baron over to OGR.
Pick up the Baron. Dr. Giggles is still down. It is a 4v5 at the moment. Still got Dr. Giggles response. No teleport or anything. It's going to be a 5v4 for a little bit longer. That dragon is spawning soon. They have 2 Infernals, 2 Mountains.
Waterbear gonna jump over the wall. Here comes the Tectonic Disruption. Waterbear tanking it up for as long as he can. There's the Guardian Angel come off of Ignopius. Redemption gonna come down. Ignopius gonna get taken out. Or is he? Final Spark comes out, but he dodges away. They will jump onto him, and they will take him down. Troidalor over the side. Almost zeroes out Lotus. Now Shroombear rather, is in the middle of 3 members of OGR. Slowly getting shredded, but it doesn't matter. He's a big crocodile right now. Going for some more. 2-4-1 in favor of OU.
It took a fight when Dr. Giggles wasn't there. That's exactly what happened in the base a little bit ago when all 4 of them died. Need to just have all 5 people be there for a fight. It's the same thing both games. Games could have both been won that did like barely over 20 minutes. They just grouped up as 5 when they got these giant leads. Taken a Baron, rushed down one of the lanes with 5 members, and then used that lead to take a free inhib. And then from there, the game's pretty free as long as you continue to group and take objectives with that ginormous lead you've acquired. Oh, I think the other game ended at 28 something minute.
I couldn't
24.
tell you.
No, it was 24.
Yeah, this is sort of a trend we see with OGR this series and in a few series this season. Tempered Fate gonna
nice
catch
ult
on
on
to
the
Piplup. There's nowhere for him to go. Chortler gonna pop the Slicing Maelstrom immediately, but the exhaust was good this time. Piplup throws at the shield. Now Chortler caught in the Zanyas is gonna get taken down, and Hayabusa will be soon to follow. Dr. Giggles now in a 1v4 situation, but he's kiting it out. Shroombear will be the first one on OU to die. He gets jumped on, he's knocked up, and he will get taken out. 3 members more die on the side of OGR.
They're up here picking a fight, actively picking the fight. They ulted, and Trotalor went in and ulted. They picked the fight when Ignopius and Dustball.
And there goes Ignopius possibly. One more shot comes out. Curtain call. Running up the other side.
Okay, so it looks like he's going to escape here.
Dustball popped the ghost, wanting to come in. Apprehends onto Lotus. Gets a lot of damage off. Noxie and Guillotine, and the bleed will shut him down, but he did not get the reset.
So anyway, Ignopius almost goes down. Not quite. That could have been 4, maybe even an ace, had things played out a little bit differently for OU. Just goes back to, just play with all 5 of your people. Just get them all 5 in one place. You saw how much damage Dustball did there. You saw how long Trotalor and Hayabusa lasted in like a 2v4 down there. Obviously, if they just had all 5, these fights would be very much going in their favor.
And you remember GSM this season. You know, they've had some very good series. They've played close series against OGR, and they don't make nearly as many of this late game mistakes.
I have commented before how GSM though does sometimes take a little long to win though.
Yeah,
but for different reasons.
They play it a lot more safe. They err on the side of safety, which is why sometimes yes they could have ended games earlier. However, Shroombear is going to get caught by Ignopi. He's going to slice through him. The Sterix gauge pops, and he goes back into his own base. Now Trotalor flashing in onto Skolden. Immediately shut down. That's their most powerful member. And Lotus now in trouble. Tempered Fate going to be flashed away. Final Spark will shut down Trotalor. But
going to be an inhib for OGR, it looks like.
And I have no doubt that in the majority of games, OGR is going to pick up a lead early. If they do this type of play, though, against GSM, they could very easily find themselves losing in playoffs.
They need to keep momentum up and play in a grouped and organized way as the game progresses. They're going to be able to consistently take these leads and do something that really matters when they win the game. Pick up an inhib, second inhib response, though. Valora's dead, so is Skolden. 4v4.
Alright, Tempered Fate gonna come out, not gonna catch on to anybody, and that
a
will just be
little
OGR zoning away as they've secured this inhibitor. Now, 4 members of OU converge onto the top lane. Dustball dodging away from the Deadly Flourish is gonna get stunned up, but the Cosmic Binding will stun up 2 other members. Light Binding onto 2, Dr. Giggles falls! Ignopi's caught by the Tectonic Disruption, knocked up into the air. Will get caught by the Life Furnace Integration Ray, and they take him down as well. 2-0 in favor of OU.
Oh boy.
Waterbear kind of trying to keep the fight going against the Deadly Flourish. Will root up Dustball. He's trying to get out. There's the Redemption. Apprehends in 2. Lotus is going to be taken very low. Noxie Guillotine. He's going to survive thanks to the shields, and Dustball will go down again.
All right, 3-0 in favor of OU as long as Lotus survives. Looks like he made it out.
Yep. Enough shielding coming out from Piplup with the Prismatic Barrier that he was able to survive. OU hold on yet again, but they lost 2 inhibitors.
Dragons, 8 towers, 10k gold lead. To 0 dragons, 1 tower, down 10k gold. No barons either. The game looks close.
Well, okay, the fights look close.
The fights look close, yes. The game looks like it's still drastically in favor of OGR.
I think that if OGR would just, like you say, group up as 5 and actually fight, as opposed to run in 1v4, have one person die, and then lose the 5v4
That last fight we
elsewhere.
just watched, they had 2 members really pushing for the inhib. Their other 2 members were mid lane where there was nothing to take. Pushing out the wave, maybe. But then they started to collapse on the 2 members top. The 2 members mid thought, aha, now we can flank them while they're chasing the 2 members top. But they immediately turned around and said, aha, we see you coming from mid, and the 2 people top are still running. So now we're going to turn on you guys who are running towards us. They turn on them, they pick up the kills. The 2 members tops think, oh god, a fight is broken out. We need to go back and help. So they run in. And then they die because their teammates are dead by the time they get back. And now you've got 4 dead teammates.
Oops.
Yes. Trollor dead when the fight breaks out. He had teleport. I don't think he had it. I don't think he spawned quick enough to really use it to great effect to get to the fight, so was a 4v4. So that fight plays out like that. They do get the inhib, at least, but they do lose 4 kills, and that lets OU shove waves out and get a bit more experience and gold from that shoving. They've got 5 members grouped here in the bot lane, last inhibitor standing, so looks like they're going to be able to group up here, pressure this tower while the minions pressure other towers, and hopefully turn this in maybe with a good ult from Hayabusa into the 3rd inhibitor pickup and maybe the game. A lot of poke coming out. It's poked Giggles and Trollord down a little bit. They still look okay, though. A lot of wave clear, though, between the Jhin.
Oh, good tempered fake lands on the
Yeah,
Piplup,
nice.
and
They're
that'll
gonna
be a
get
constant
Piplup
fight.
here.
And connects! Deadly Flourish comes
Nice
out, and they will
pull.
apprehend it in Piplup. The Life from Disintegration Ray is still very little effective. Ignopia is
Good
trying to get
split
the
push.
the Nexus Towers, gets 1. Now Dustball gonna apprehend in Water Bear. Noxian Guillotine comes out, and he is gonna bleed out. Trollor Puzzle Slicing Maelstrom, Stopwatch, and Zanyas will keep him alive, but he will die to the Deadly Flourish coming out of Lotus. Now Shroom Bear under tower will catch the Guardian Angel out of Ignopius, slicing and dicing around this, looking for the kill onto him. The execute is not enough. He will survive, makes it, runs it out of the other side.
All right, they're able to pick up the tower, pick up the inhib.
Oh,
They take a Nexus tower
Hayabusa is going to
as
fall.
well.
Lotus on a killing spree. The Nexus tower does survive. Dustball and Dr. Giggles very low. A force shot from Lotus would be the death of either of them.
All right, 2 for
But
2,
there
but
goes
they
the
pick up
Nexus tower.
every objective except the Nexus has now been taken by OGR. So good on them there. They're able to pick it all up. They're going to be heading towards either Elder or Baron now. Game should be pretty wide open, even though that fight just went 2 for 2. It's because their focus was on the objectives, and they're able to not lose too many of their teammates, and they're able to pick up everything but the next. So all they got to do, Ignopius able to get back to full health after running through the jungle for a bit, clearing some camps. Looks like he and Dustball are going to go for this Baron.
Yeah,
Looks
the
like they are
triple
gonna go to
mountain
Baron.
Drake is going to be pretty fast regardless of how many people you have on it.
Oh yeah, especially with Udyr. A lot of DPS with that Tiger stance, flipping back and forth. They've got
Lotus.
Triforce, but different. Doesn't quite get the pull
Black
there.
Force Integration Ray. Oh, that was
Ooh,
close.
That looked pretty close.
That
Ignopius'
wasn't smite. That wasn't
That
smite.
was not smite. Was on cooldown. And Ignopius secured Baron when it had 83 health left. So it is, at the end of the day, it's okay. They pick up the Baron. They've got Cass and Kinnan down there. They pick
And
up
the
the
Elder.
Elder Dragon with 5 dragons.
Oh,
That's
Lotus.
absolutely
Lotus.
insane true
oh,
damage.
no. Flashing over the side. Ignopius coming around the backside. Here's Chortler in the back, getting zoned away. Ignopius just runs in and dies. There we go. Chortler slowed up by the Plasma Fish, and Dustball going to flash in. Gets onto Water Bear. Bleed. Anybody got the damage reduction, or damage immunity thanks to his ultimate. Chortler looking for a way in, flashes over the side. We get caught by the Plasma Fission, and there will be a kill! Lotus is unstoppable. Deadly Flourish roots up Dustball. He's got no one to get onto. He's being cutted out, but Dr. Giggles gets onto Lotus. Final Spark, and the auto! A double kill for Lotus. Dustball looking for Skolden, and he got the Zera's Embrace Shield. He will take him down. An auto attack comes out. Deadly Flourish needs something, but they got Hayabusa backing him up, and the Elder Dragon burn is too much. Final Spark gonna come out. Hayabusa trying to heal himself up. Flashing forward. Piplup will. Oh! Traded kill. 5
Aced.
members. That's ace. They had double epic monster buff and they got aced.
Oh boy. Got aced. They have 2 inhibitors back up. This game is going to keep going. Oh, they pick up both objectives. They have everything dead except the Nexus. But OU ends up finishing off the remaining members of all 5 members of OGR, meaning that both of those epic monsters aren't going to be spawning for another 6 to 8 minutes until they come up again. And the inhibitors, both top and mid, have respawned, so the minion pressure is now gone as well. So at this point, this game could last a very long time. There are no epic monsters to help secure the game. The fights looked, OU just want to fight despite 5 Dragon Elder being on OGR, which means that a 5v5, it looks like it's probably going to be close to even unless one team just executes on the fight way better. The fight's going to be pretty close to even power level-wise anyway.
Yeah, Lotus is sitting at full build. Piplup is sitting at full build. I think the only ones who haven't finished their build are Shroom Bear and Water Bear. Oh, Skolden has a Fiendish Codex in inventory.
It's still a little bit behind. Oh wait, so does Dr. Giggles. Dr. Giggles also doesn't have full build yet.
That's like, how is that possible?
Oh, 260 farm, 9 kills, 45 minutes into the game. I am a little surprised he hasn't finished it off yet, but did he? No, he didn't sell boots because he never had boots. That's probably why then, right?
I guess his build would be a little bit more expensive,
slightly more expensive because of the boots thing. So
and Rabadon's, but Void or Rylai's is pretty cheap.
Yeah, so's Void. I don't know. Whatever.
All right, so Final Spark catches onto Ignopius, but they're going to try and focus him for a little bit. Light Binding comes out. Shroom Bear getting onto him. Ignopius, though, wants to turn it around. Lotus caught by the Temper of Fate, but there's the Tectonic Disruption onto Dustball. They're apprehending in Water Bear. He's taking a lot of damage, but he's got the damage and immunity. Life Furnace Disintegration Rate. Dustball's the first one to fall. The Redemption keeps him alive. Shroom Bear in the back line now has to back away. Curtain Call comes out, but immediately interrupted by Ignopius, who will get focused down, but Water Bear is going to fall. 4 versus 3 on the map. Chortler comes in with a Slicing Maelstrom. Skolden is down! And that'll be OGR taking the inhibitor. Final Spark not going to connect on the Chortler. 2-4-2 so far, but the Nexus is open. Two inhibitors
2-4-2. Very close fight so far, but this whole game, obviously, there's been a lot of advantage to OGR, and they're going to be shoving in towards the Nexus. All the inhibs are down. There's lots of minions in the base. Bot lane inhibitor does respawn, and they're just going to head straight to it. They've got decent pressure here as long as they can keep Turtle
minions
alive.
On the Nexus.
The minions on the Nexus in the top side.
First connects on the Hayabusa, Petrifying Gaze. Not going to be enough. Shroom Bear rips him apart. Oh, Trollor! Zonya's to survive. But Shroom Bear's coming in slice and dice. He's going to get in there. A double kill for the Crocodile.
Oh man, and only one member of OGR remaining after that. They are able to pick up 2 more inhibs, but at the end of the day, it ends up being a, well, depending on how you look, it's a 4-2. It was just 4-2. Hayabusa got away.
Oh, Hayabusa made it out.
Hayabusa made it out, but it ends up being a 4-2 in favor of OU. Oh, all right. So the bot lane inhib respawned, top 2 inhibs died.
Tempered Fate, Piplup caught, Light Binding going to be used, but Dustball has that tenacity. They're going to try and get onto him. Exhaust comes down, Dustball is just going to chase down Piplup. Apprehend comes out. Now Shroom Bear's in trouble. He gets his Sterex Gauge popped. Ignopius, they shoot him down! Hayabusa falls. Chortlor is still dead. Shroom Bear going to get Noxian guillotined up. Water Bear trying to peel off because Lotus is unloading with a lot of damage with Noxian guillotine. A triple kill for Sir Dustball.
All right, Dustball picks up 3. Dr. Giggles just respawned. Ignopius is alive.
Oh,
Dustball might be in trouble now.
Wow, way overextended
aggressive.
his lead.
He's like, I got a triple kill almost by myself. I'm ready. Just keeps running up though. But if you still are a Darius, you do not have Flash or Ghost. You will get kited by the 2 ranged damage dealers. So gets kited, gets taken out. Ignopius was the only one left alive on his team there. Got Giggles respawned soon after. Trollor is up now as well. Now we see Ignopius, nice, gets to the bot lane inhibitor with that massive tower taking ability that Udyr provides. Going to be able to pick up that inhibitor. We now have no inhibitors on the side.
All right, the only objective for them to take is the Nexus. How could they possibly not in this game, right?
All right, so Hayabusa respawning right
over
about
or under
now.
on 50 minutes?
Dude, this is so over 50 minutes. This game's nowhere near
over 50 minutes?
Over 50? Yeah. This game's going to be over 50 minutes.
Oh my word.
I mean, Dustball has no way to teleport to this fight. He doesn't even spawn for 5 more seconds. These fights are just so bloody. Everybody dies. Looks like they're going for Baron as well. To call this one a little bit over 50 minutes.
Okay, you're going for the over 50 minutes.
Yep. I mean, I think, you know, they take Baron, they do a little bit of fighting, puts it like 49. By the time they actually get to the base and kill it, it's probably over 50.
Okay. Fair.
If they weren't going for Baron, it'd be a lot more up in the air. But they are going for Baron or a pick or something. I mean, I guess they could end up
quote
50
unquote pick, right?
If they do pull out a couple kills here for free, that could be the game under 50.
All right, here we go. The Baron is started
Baron's
up.
getting
It
melted.
is so fast.
He
That
does
triple
have
mountain.
smite.
All right, Tempered Fate, Water Bear gets in there. It's secured
do
by
secure-
OGR.
oh my
Life
goodness.
Furnace Integration Ray coming out, and there's the Apprehend. Slicing Maelstrom, he's gunning in there. A Nocturne Guillotine comes out. Chortler goes very low. The Curtain Call coming out. He's going to pop back up, immediately die. Biplop is now in trouble, flashing away from Sir Dustball. He's going to flash to follow. Gets in there, doing a lot. Apprehend onto 3, and now he's going to rip him apart. That is going to be it. They're going to get in onto Skolden. They're taking him very low, but they will shut down Lotus. They will shut down Skolden. The ace for 1,
Curses.
ace for 2.
It
in
is
favor of
under
OGR.
50. Nice call. Under 50, they are going to be able to clean up the game. They'll lose 2 members there, but they have plenty of minions here to take the base. Even if they had stayed out there and fought, this game would have ended probably before 50, just due to all of the minions sitting on the base uncontested. That's going to be the game in favor of OGR. That's going to be the series. That's going to be the week 10. That's going to be
And
the regular
the-
season.
The 10-0 for OGR.
And the 10-0, yeah. That's going to be the end of all of OKLCS regular season.
So that will be OGR taking the victory 2-0 over OU, as well as the 10-0 regular season record going into playoffs.
Right.
Really quite the feat.
Yeah. So we will see both of these teams playing in the finals. I say finals
The playoffs.
to refer to the semifinals / finals portion of playoffs, just to signify that not all playoffs are LAN, because we have the quarterfinals for divisions and whatnot.
Yep.
But yeah, so finals. That's like definitive. It's includes semis. And we're gonna see both of these teams there, as well as GSM. I think one has too many people aren't gonna be able to make it,
Yep.
and are
So,
not gonna be subbing.
well, we might as well go over it
Yeah,
for now.
might as well. This
So,
is pot.
the way that it works is that because United Division 1 have opted not to appear at playoffs, we are going to do our special 3-man playoffs that we've done in the past for Platinum Capped exclusively. So the way it'll work is you will pay every team. There's 3 teams there. Every team is going to play the other 2 teams a total of 3 times each. So that'll be 6 games per team played, 9 games in total. And it'll just be best of ones. And so what it amounts to is you're essentially playing a quote-unquote best of 3 over the course of the day.
So you
against
have the chance to beat a team 3 times.
Yes. And at the end of that triple round robin, whoever has the best record will be crowned the victor of Platinum. In any case, if we somehow end there, it's impossible to have a 2-way tie. It's impossible,
Yes.
statistically. If we end up with a 3-way tie, we will revert to the way that teams came in prior to playoffs.
Yes.
So OGR will come in as the number 1
You
seed.
do miss out on the advantage in this system of like seeding by putting you
No,
against
you
the
do.
lower.
You
Well,
do.
I mean, but you miss out on the same advantages when you have 4 teams. But that advantage sort of reappears in the sense of if there is a 3-way tie, your seeding is what helps you out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, your seeding does determine side selection still.
Also, yes, it does.
Which has always been the case. If you need any more details, those will be available if you just check on Facebook, contact myself or any other GetWrecked official who knows the situation. Additionally, we'll go over all this once again at the playoffs event. Basically, it's all the way it always was going to work.
Yes.
Is if you are concerned about the order in which that works, because OGR are the number 1 seed, they will not be playing in round 1. So game 1 will be against OU versus GSM. Game 2 will rotate out GSM as the higher seed of the teams that have played. We'll play OU versus OGR, which was the game you just saw, and then the last game will be GSM versus OGR, and then we'll do that 3 times.
Yep.
So,
which it does work out pretty well. The venue that we're going to be at, I did mention that on the off chance that somehow everybody doesn't get to leave their stuff up all day, you might have to move some stuff around. There's just a lot of
should
space.
not happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of space. That shouldn't happen. You should be able to set up your machine and leave it there throughout the day. People who are not playing will be asked, unless they're visiting the cafe or the restroom or something, will be asked to try to stick towards the spectator area at all times as to not distract players. Players, you're allowed to be at your machine when you're not playing, but also sort of recommend hanging out in the spectator area just to distract people a little bit less if you're being loud. If you're quiet, it's okay. But try not to distract teams.
Is going to be great.
Yes, the spectator area will be nice. The way we're going to have it set up, I think what we talked about, we'll discuss more, and plans might change. But we'll be having 2 machines recording each game as they happen for the platinum and gold divisions, and when they're going to be recording them in the spectator room, manned by GetRec staff, keeping their eyes on it, make sure that it's staying recorded games. So that way you can check in on how the games are going and watch the games from platinum and gold. But the one that will be shoutcasted day of and up on the big screen will be diamond.
Yep. And we, of course, as was the case last season, you will eventually get those Platinum and Gold Cap series shoutcasted and live streamed to the Get Wrecked channel, as always. In any case, that's going to be it for our stream today. Thank you all for an excellent regular season of summer. Next time you see us, it'll be from the Tom Love Innovation Hub for playoffs. Thank you all so much for watching, for tuning in this entire season. Hope to see you this Saturday, and have a good day.